Welcome to video 7 in the Star Mesh tutorial series. It is time to have a look at some of the makeup options in the HUD. Let's do the nails. We can choose different nail shapes. Right now we have this one, and there's also these ones. And then you can choose a nail color, or colors like this. And you can also, if you just choose the white one, then you can tint them any color you like here. You see? I'll turn back to default. There's also different nail textures here that you can choose. All kinds of things. And those can be tinted as well, of course. So have at it, play with this. It's a lot of fun. And of course there's both the nails and the toenails here. There's also, just so it's easy to get to, a foot shape control here. And when you're changing the nail polish color, have a look here. Make sure that it's the right nails, either the hand nails or the toenails. And you can have those save slots as well. You can also change the glossiness. So if we go to that white color and just tint it whatever color here, like that. Right now it's looking like that, but I can make it super glossy, you see? And make it reflect a lot. So you can change that both on the hands and the feet if you like. I do like it a little bit glossy. Something like that, but I do like the natural nails. So they're still glossy, but with a natural nail color on them. Okay, that was the nails. Then we have the eyeshadow. They are separated in eyeshadow and eyeliner. It's two different layers, so you can color and tint and play with transparency on each of them without changing the other one. They are made to work together as a pair, so that's the eyeshadow and that's the eyeliner that goes with it. You can mix and match. That will work, as you can see here. But these two are made for each other, and you can tint the white of the eyeshadows. So if I want to make this pink, I can. That's very saturated, so I can turn it down a little bit. I can make it lighter or darker, and I can also change the transparency. There's also gloss, intensity and reflection on this, so you can actually make your makeup shine if you want to. I'm not sure if my wind light would show this very much. There was a tiny change there. There will be other wind lights where this is more prominent. Let's see if we can find one. This one is quite good for that. Let's see. Glossiness, reflection. There you go. That's very glossy. And then I can turn it down a bit if I wanted to. And the reflection down a little bit too. And the intensity down. And it will change. And you can do that for both the eyeshadow and the eyeliner. So that is an option. Let's go back to Kyle. There. Okay. So that's the eyeliner and the eyeshadow. And again, when you're tinting, make sure that you are on the right one, or you will tint the wrong layer. There's also a few different material types. We just saw it here now, but you can actually change. Come on. You can change between different ones. It's hard to see now because I turned it down so much. And I'm on this. See? So there are different versions of this glossy material. There's also the eyeshadow adjustment. That means you can actually move the layer up and down and out and to the sides, and you can turn them a little bit too. I don't find it that usable for makeup, at least not makeup that's made for Star Mesh. But if you have a makeup that is not quite fitting and you need just move it a little bit, you can do it here. So that was the eyeshadow and the eyeliner. There is also lipstick. It's the same principle where you can move your lipstick a little up and down. A Starmish lipstick would be made for the lips, but sometimes you get other lipsticks that's not quite fitting, and then you can adjust them here. In the Starmish Hud you have a few different color versions. Some of them are white. That's because they are made for tinting. So this one, for example, I could tint it a rosy red of some sort, and perhaps turn the saturation a bit down and the lightness a bit up, and I could perhaps change the transparency a little bit. And this way you can get all kinds of colors and combinations for your lipsticks. You can also change the glossiness of the lipstick, so if you want it to be very glossy you can turn these up. And again, I have a wing light feature where you can't really see it, but it is there, I promise. Perhaps I should have stayed on that verdigris. You can see it a little bit here. Good, that was the lipstick. And again, you can of course hide it if you want to and show it again, or change to another. Let's do that, since I'm trying to get something that looked like that picture. Okay, so that was the lipstick. We have eyebrows. When I changed to this eyebrow shape, they shot pretty far up in her head here. I don't remember which kind of eyebrows I used for that style card, but we have a few versions here that we can try out, as you can see here. Now all of them are quite high on her forehead right now. I could fix it in the eyebrow shape. I could also fix it up here, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move them down quite a lot. Now a thing about this moving around thing is, take your time. One click, then make sure it moves. Then one click again, make sure it moves. This is Second Life lag. And if you click 5 million times and nothing happens, you'll end up with eyebrows on your cheeks once Second Life catches up. So take your time here. I think I'd like to move them a little bit apart as well, and I can turn them as well. You see, it's tiny little movements, but it works pretty well. So if I want to move them apart, I think it's this one. No, the other way. This one then. So I can move them apart as well. Something like that I like. Perhaps they're a little bit too low now. I think that's fine. I have them quite dark now, but if I turn the transparency down, I can get eyebrows that would fit a blonde character. That's the way you get blonde here. Good, so that was the eyebrows. You can of course hide them and show them. If I do that, they will pop back, as far as I remember. Let's try it out. Nope, they stay. If I change the eyebrow shape, all this will be reset. So if you don't like what you ended up with and you don't remember what to click to get back, just click on one of the others and you will be reset. There's also eyelashes, all kinds of different ones. So you can choose what you like. I quite like that one. And those can be shown and hidden as well. And then you can tint everything down here. Remember to make sure that you have the right one selected here. But if I have the lashes, and I think I like just a little bit of transparency on them. I think they're a little bit too much here. I can turn them down a little bit. I can tint them a little bit too. Right now they're tinted very dark, but I could actually make them pink if I wanted to. Perhaps turn the saturation a little bit down, make them a little lighter, or turn them back to pretty much black. So you can play with this as you like. There's also glossiness, intensity and reflection. That works on eyelashes and eyebrows too. I quite like to turn that on in the brows so they are quite glossy actually. Whoops, that reset our adjustment. So one word of advice is to get all this right before you reposition them. I do like this. So they are a little bit reflective. And I can tint them a little bit. But I still want them fairly dark. Saturation down, lightness down. Yes, I like this. And then now I need to do this again, so let's do that. Whoop, I clicked too fast. Turn them a little bit, and perhaps a little bit apart. Okay, so there she is. And of course there's save slots. Every time you see this, that's a save slot, so you can save what you had of your settings here. Let's have a break here and have a look at the next tab in the next video.